Alright, so in this video we're checking out the Hawkeye 4K Split V5. I have reviewed, I think the version 1 of this and the version 3 of this one in the past. And here's the version 3. Basically it's the same camera. They have used a different lens now. As you can see, it's the same sensor, the IMX415 4K sensor. And slight modification to the specs, so the board obviously looks a little bit different here. There's a heatsink now on the main processor. The old versions had like a 40 megabit bit rate, and this one now has up to 50 megabits, but still 4K 30. So pretty old in terms of tech, not particularly amazing or anything like that. It's a decent image, 4K 30. Wide dynamic range is not that great either. They obviously have done some enhancements on this version here. They have added the USB-C port here for using it as a webcam or USB streaming. That is new. That is one of the new features. They had HDMI out before, but now they've modified it so that it'll work with this thing called the HearLink or something like that. It's like a HD video low latency streaming system. So you would connect this camera to like the transmitter and put it on some sort of like slow drone, like a like a UAV of some type, and then there would be a receiver. And I don't have that system. They didn't send that to me. I couldn't find much information about it. I'm sure if you search YouTube or Google, you can probably find it. But this is basically another way of getting like HD video link from some sort of a slower flying drone. It's not super low latency, so I wouldn't put it on a 5-inch quad or anything like that. But that's what that system is for, so they added that. And I think the reason they have the heatsink is because going from 40 megabits to 50 megabits, I think they bumped up some of the processing on the, I guess, the video processing, and that makes more heat. So they recommend putting this heatsink on the back here, but it's basically the same 30 by 30 board. This 3D printed part is something I picked up on Thingiverse. If you're interested in what that is, let me know in the comments. I'll send you a link if I'll have to go find it. But basically, it's the same kind of split camera as before, camera sensor unit, and then you have a board video processing unit where the power comes in. Still has the analog video out, of course. You can still use that as an analog FPV camera, and it has USB-C out for video and HDMI out for video. So those are all the things that are new, along with the updated bitrate. But for the most part, the image quality is pretty much the same, in my opinion. The last version, I think the version 4, I also reviewed that one. I don't have it handy, so it came with a case already. That one had gyro flow, and so this one also has gyro flow as well, gyro flow capability. So it'll record a video file plus a gyro data file. The way the gyro flow works is about the same. It seems to be that they haven't switched the gyro on this one. It's a little bit noisy like the previous version, so you do have to, when you go and export the stabilized footage, you do have to put in a lot of sync points when you're sort of setting it up. So it's a little bit more manual intensive to get that smoother footage. So it's not as nice as, obviously something like a GoPro or an Insta360, but I think this camera is like $50 or $55, something like that. It's pretty inexpensive. So obviously not the smallest in the world, not the best image quality in the world or anything like that. It's just sort of a budget 4K 30 camera, and this has been hanging around for a while. It's up to V5 now. I think the first one I reviewed was maybe 4 years ago, something like that. It was a while back. So anyway, showing you the video footage here. You guys can let me know what you guys think. It looks the same to me. Gyroflow does its magic. It smooths out most of the glitches, but not all. The gyro on this one is pretty noisy, and some of the stuff still gets through. But that's going to do it for this video. Link is out, be down in the video description if you want to check it out. And talk to you guys in the next one.